Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for watching today. Thank you guys. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the post-study visa in Belgium, or let me say the study permit after you finish your studies in Belgium. I have received questions in a couple of weeks now of international students, maybe visa aspirants or people want to apply for study visas to Belgium. They have been asking me if it's possible for them to remain in most of these European countries and work, and Belgium is not an exception. So today I want to break this down so that you understand. I will talk about some of the documents that you will need in order to apply for a work visa or a search visa. Alright, it is also called a post-study visa. That is the visa you are going to be looking for your job after you finish your studies, not only in Belgium, and some of the things you need to know. Also remember that as of last year, there was a communique that most European countries, EU countries especially, should try to retain most of the students that studies in these particular countries, because they realize that Europe is losing a lot of labor force, especially some countries that could not implement the work visa stuff. So Belgium is not an exception. Today I want to talk basically about Belgium. I have talked about Germany already. I'm still going to talk about Switzerland. I have talked about Spain already and so many other countries. So if you study in Belgium, know that you can remain in Belgium after your study and you look for a job. But what I will say is that before your study permit expires, make sure that you, before it expires, try to get the post-study permit before 15 days to the expiring date of your student visa. And again, understand that as you are going to be applying for the new study permit, or let me say the new permit to look for a job in Belgium, you should know that you are going to lose rights to so many things, especially your medical insurance. Your insurance is going to double, all right, and you are going to lose right to so many things like maybe transportation and other things that students are maybe benefiting from. All right, remember, you are no more a student and you are not a worker, therefore you cannot get the same benefits that a student is getting. Even in Northern Cyprus, those of you that are using working contracts or working permits, it's not the same benefits as students. So we all understand this is the same even in Germany and United States. So as a student in Belgium, understand first of all what is the post-study permit. Post-study permit is a permit that will permit you live in another country and obtain a job after you finish your studies, and we are talking about Belgium. And in Belgium, you are going to get this document for at least 12 months. So the Belgian authorities will give you the post-study permit for 12 months, all right? That is 1 year for you to look for a job in Germany, in Belgium, sorry. In Germany, this document you are going to get for 1 year, 6 months. That is 18 months after you graduate from school, all right? Then the document now, you are going to use the document to search for a job. With that same document, you can also be an entrepreneur in Belgium, but there are other let me say rules or laws or methods you have to follow and other documents. All right, so with the document you can search for your jobs, and you will lose some certain rights to insurance, you will lose some certain rights to transportation and so many other things, because as a student you have an advantage. Like for example, in Northern Cyprus, students have an advantage to buy in certain shops and get 5% discounts, while workers do not. All right, so these are some of the benefits you are going to lose. But now, to apply for this post-study visa, remember you still need a blocked account. You need proof of funds, or maybe you can get a blocked account, or you get a sponsor or a guarantor. But know that you still need that. Remember I said in the video of proof of funds, so you still need a proof of funds to study in Belgium. When you do it for 1 year, the next year you are still going to renew the document. So same thing applies when you are trying to produce your post-work visa, all right, or maybe work permit. So that's what you should know. There are documents you need. Of course, you need your international passports. Let me talk about the documents before, if there is any other additional thing I can say at the end. You need your international passport. Of course, it is very important because you are going to get this thing stamped in your international passport. That is your post-study permit, all right, or a document to look for your job search visa. That is another name for it. Then you need proof of graduation. Let's assume that you were studying at the University of Ghent and later on you move to the University of Leuven or maybe the University of Hasselt, know that you are going, at the end of the day, you just want to see proof of graduation. Did you graduate? Or not get this, you cannot apply for this without showing a document that you actually graduated from school. And remember, if you want to try to apply for this without graduation from your university, it is going to cause a lot of problem. Belgium, they don't waste time to deport you, all right, if you go against the rules. And again, for links for you to verify this information and further documents and further announcements, I will put them in the description box below, so you can check them from there. All right. Now, also understand that, like I said, the proof of funds is going to be a blocked account. All right. Or you may try to get a guarantor, but getting a blocked account, if you have the money, that is fine. But if you don't, you should get a guarantor who is going to sign this document for you. Then you also need a copy of your residence permit or your student permit that you were using, all right, because without a student permit, it shows that you were illegal, and if you are illegal in Belgium, there is no way you can apply for the post-study visa. First of all, if you are illegal, it means you are not going to school, and if you are going to school, you should have a residence permit or a student permit. Therefore, you need this document as well. You also need a proof of health insurance, but remember, like I said at the beginning, you should apply for this before your student permit expires, all right, like 15 days before. Then you use the maybe whatsoever document you are given to start searching for the job as fast as possible. Do not wait that you are going to get the original working contract, or let me say the original job search visa, all right. You don't need that. As soon as you do it, you do the job search visa, whatsoever document is given to you, you are guaranteed to look for a new job, all right, while your permit expire, your student status is going to expire. And again, understand that this time you are going to need maybe more money to put in that account because you are no more a student. So it is always good to apply for this before your student documents expires, because if it expires, you are now applying as a worker, no more a student. You understand? So try to beat these opportunities so that you don't fall into traps. Now understand that as a student in Belgium, there are so many things you have limitation to as well, but when it concerns students are the best people to enjoy. For example, as a worker, you need, if you are a guarantor and you are a worker, if you want to stand as a guarantor for somebody and you are working in Belgium, you need at least huge sums of money. You need at least 1,000 plus euros plus 730 for the student, because students in Belgium are supposed to spend 730 euros a month as per the government, the Belgian officials. All right. So as a guarantor, as a worker now, you need close to 2,000 plus. All right, so it's not an easy thing. Make sure apply for all of this before your status expires. But know that as a student, you can remain in Belgium. All right, not only Belgium, you can remain in Germany. All right, you can remain in Czech Republic. I'm not aware of Slovenia and Slovakia. I'm not sure of Luxembourg, but I will verify. All right, you can remain in Spain. You can remain in so many other countries, even in Cyprus, in Turkey. You can remain there, but nobody will chase you. But remember, you have to be legal. All right, try to be legal so that you avoid certain issues, especially when the immigration is around. There was one time the immigration burst into our apartment. Something happened and they were looking for the criminals, and they came into our apartment. The only thing that saved us that night was because we had our student documents ready. So living in a foreign country without legal papers is really a big issue, especially when you are in front of the immigration, because if you say you are a student in this country, you should be legal and have student documents, maybe admissions letters, student permits, and all the rest. All right, it's good to be legal. Try to be legal anywhere you go, because if you are not legal, it may be difficult. Even now, for the students who are going to be applying for job search visas in Belgium, if you already have a job and you are still a student and you are trying to apply for the job search visa for your last year, try to ask your employer if your employer can maintain you as soon as you lose your student status, because some employers may not want to take a direct worker. Some prefer students to work with them, because there are certain taxes. Remember, as a worker now, you have certain taxes, your taxes and maybe your insurance will increase. It also affects the employer as well. So ask your employer if they can retain you. If not, then you start looking for the job elsewhere while you are applying. All right, but if they can retain you, that is going to help you a lot, and good news, and also save you some energy, because searching for a job is not going to be easy, but it's not going to be difficult like in most of our countries from Africa. We all know that. So that is something you should pay attention to. All right, and of course, if you're in Belgium, you can live well, you can take care of yourself, you can work, you can save, you can take care of your family. We all know these things. Belgium is not a small country. So these are some of the things you should put into consideration when before even applying for a student visa to migrate to Belgium. I hope this will help somebody. Guys, please do not forget to share the video, subscribe as well. Remember, if you are applying for a student visa from Africa, especially Cameroon, you are going through the TLS contact, all right, not the Belgian embassy directly. You are going through the second party or an intermediary, all right, which is the TLS contact. I hope you understand. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we meet again in another one.